Welcome to Furball 2021, Sales and Tales. My name is Allison Tripp and I'm from Hills Pet Nutrition. Hills is a proud supporter of the Cleveland APL and its Second Chance program. Tonight, you're going to hear some amazing stories about some very special animals whose lives were changed thanks to the work of Cleveland APL and donors like you who support their programs. We hope you enjoy your experience tonight at the Furball 2021, Sales and Tales.
Home. Such a tiny word, but one that holds so much weight. It's that happy and familiar place at the end of a long journey, where we're greeted with friendly faces and open arms. It's a feeling we carry in our hearts, a reassuring voice that says, "Don't give up hope. Everything will be okay." Home is seeing care in someone's eyes, compassion in a friend's comforting smile. Wherever humanity shines brightest, and love is a gift given freely, that is home. My future. My family. My Cleveland APL.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our virtual Sales and Tales Furball 2021. Of course, it's a nautical theme, but I didn't have any ahoy polloi yacht wear, so I figured I would bring out my real personality and be a pirate. So, mateys, I hope you are in a time for a very, very good time. So, of course, I'm Monica Robbins from WKYC. I'm the health reporter there, and I really truly was looking forward to seeing you all in person tonight. But yeah, that COVID-19 pandemic has made us make the decision once again to have the Furball virtually. So it's more important than ever, though, that we need your help. And I'm very happy to say this year, I am live from the Cleveland APL with Sharon Harvey, the APL's president and CEO, our auctioneer, Carolyn Eisenhart, and later you will see Dr. Allison Ash, the APL's medical director, who is also with us and will be introducing us to some very special animals who are currently receiving care through the Second Chance program. Oh, and the best part, our VIP, very important pooch, also here with us tonight. So the money you're going to help us raise this evening will benefit a very special part of the APL's crucial work, the Second Chance program. It's a life-saving initiative, and it has allowed the APL to care for sick or injured animals who previously could not be helped because there just wasn't enough funding for the extra care they needed. But with the support of caring people like you, the APL is now able to provide essential and extensive veterinary care to animals with greater needs. So tonight, you're going to hear the stories of just a few of the thousands of animals who you have allowed us to help through the Second Chance program. Even a pandemic couldn't stop the Cleveland APL from providing life-saving care to so many deserving animals. Now, a lot goes into making second chances possible, and there is also a lot that goes into making this Furball event possible. Not to mention transforming it into another impactful virtual event. So the APL staff members who planned the Furball, the volunteers who helped secure the auction items, as well as helped with all aspects of this event, and the APL's wonderful volunteer board of directors, they all deserve a huge thank you for making this Furball happen this year, despite all of these very real challenges. And I know you will join me and say a virtual thank you to the wonderful people who worked so hard to bring us together and celebrate the Cleveland APL's work, the animals we all love, and raise some money so they can do even more. And a friendly reminder, you need to be virtually present to win the Booze Cruise and the Holiday Cheer Wine Lovers Basket raffles, which will be drawn at the end of the program. So sit tight, everybody. Now, the iconic Terminal Tower is also helping us to celebrate by turning the tower purple in honor of the Cleveland APL. And it's also Animal Shelter Appreciation Week. It will be purple tonight, so if you happen to be downtown, please know that purple honors the incredible difference you have helped us make in the lives of animals in need. Now, since we all saw you virtually last year, there has been a lot going on at the APL. And the changes that have been made as part of the Unleash the Dream Capital campaign allow the amazing APL team to provide cutting-edge care for animals in need in a clinic and facility that is designed to support that level of care. And all of these changes took place and are still taking place during a pandemic. I just got a tour. You are not going to believe what you're about to see. So let's hear from Sharon Harvey, the president and CEO of the APL, about the changes, and she's going to show you around to the remodeled areas of the APL.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending this year's Sales and Tales Furball event. I am so excited to have you here because we have some news to share. There's been a lot of changes at the APL since we were together last, and this room that I'm sitting in is just one of them. We have been doing a $13.5 million complete renovation of the facility project, and this beautiful new veterinary clinic right here at the Cleveland APL was a real cornerstone of this project. And that is because of the needs of the animals that are coming to us today and that need our help through the Second Chance program so that we can heal their bodies and spirits and find them new homes. This was the second phase of a 5-phase project. We moved in February, and our team got into this beautiful new space, and they really hit the ground running. And it has allowed us to do so much more for the animals who come to us. I am sitting right now in one of our 2 surgery rooms. This room I'm sitting in now has 3 tables. There's another room just like it next door, which allows us to do more surgery both for our animals as well as animals from the community who need us. In this beautiful new space that we now have proper recovery cages for the animals. We have a dental suite where we can perform dental x-rays and proper dental procedures, which we're doing an ever-increasing number of. We have an x-ray suite. We have a beautiful pack prep room where all of the surgical instruments are prepared in a room that's on the other side of the wall here, but they can pass those instruments through into the surgeries without having people coming in and out of this sterile environment. We have a lab. We have a separate laundry area. Our medical treatment area has just made such an incredible difference. When people used to come through the APL on a tour, one of my favorite rooms to show them was the room where all of those things were done in one space. And now we have the proper spaces for each of those functions that allow our team to work much more efficiently and effectively, but also provide more care to our animals. But with this brand new facility comes a lot of brand new challenges, and those are challenges that we are very excited about having the opportunity to now face. We are going to be able to provide a much more advanced level of care to the animals who come to us right here at the Cleveland APL, but of course that's going to come at a price. And that's where the Second Chance program comes in, and that's what you are here tonight to help us to support. In the past, we have talked about how we were excited to go from being able to treat things like upper respiratory infections and heartworm to more advanced medical conditions. Well, we've even taken it beyond that, and the level of infectious diseases that we have been able to safely and humanely treat in the shelter, advanced medical conditions, advanced surgical conditions, the list really doesn't end. Through the Second Chance program, we are able to provide very complex medical care in some cases to the animals who come to us. But the Second Chance program isn't just about the medical care that we're able to provide or the money that we need to do it. It's also about the heart. We really are now treating conditions that used to be, I'm going to be candid, that used to be reasons for euthanasia immediately, that were felt to be completely unsafe to treat inside the walls of a shelter. But because of research that's been done, because of science, and because of our team's willingness to be out on the leading edge, we are doing it now. And to all of you, thank you. Because we have the people in this building who we need to provide that care. We have this beautiful facility in which we can provide that care, but you also are the heart of this organization. Without your belief in our mission, without your willingness to be generous with us and support us, none of the animals we're saving today would have that second chance. And I hope you realize that's not just something that I'm saying because I run the organization and this is a fundraising event. That is something I am saying from my heart. And I hope that you understand how important that you all truly are to us. This really is a team of can-do people. And through the Second Chance program, we can do so much for animals, and we will continue to do more for animals as long as we have you on our team and what we need to keep moving the program forward. Truly, the sky is the limit, and as the name of our capital campaign stated, through our community's support, we really have been able to unleash a dream. So, as you spend the rest of your evening with us, I hope you will think about not only what those of you who have given to us in the past have allowed us to do, but what your gifts to us tonight will allow us to do in the future. We hope that you're inspired by the stories we're going to share. I thank you sincerely for spending your time with us tonight to learn more about the Cleveland APL and the incredible work we're doing and the extremely exciting direction that we're moving. What some people know and others don't is I spent a couple of years in the Coast Guard. I was very proud of that time, so the theme for this event tonight was very exciting to me. So I haven't gotten to do this for such a long time. It was decades ago. You all have a great time for the rest of the evening. At ease.
Much, Sharon. You know, we all know that Cleveland is a medical mecca, so why shouldn't it be the same for our animals? And let me tell you, after having a personal tour of this facility, it is unbelievable and should be a national model for every other shelter in this country. But it needs you to keep it running, and it needs a lot of money to keep that science going and keep these animals surviving. So despite everything, this is a very exciting time at the APL, and the APL's mission is far more meaningful now than ever. Now I would like to share with you the story of 3 very special animals who were helped through the APL's Second Chance program. Their resilience and spirit, despite their significant medical challenges, are nothing short of inspiring.
The Muffin Man is a 2-year-old stray cat who loved to spend time visiting a particular Good Samaritan in his neighborhood. She would let him come in and out of her house on occasion, but the Muffin Man never stayed long. Then one day, he came to her house with his hip bone sticking out. It was as if he knew exactly who would help him in his time of need. The Good Samaritan quickly brought him to the Cleveland APL so he could get the medical care he needed. Our veterinary team immediately took x-rays and determined that this sweet cat had a broken hip that would need a specialty surgery. Thanks to donations to our Second Chance program, we were able to send him to an orthopedic surgeon without a second thought. There, the Muffin Man underwent a procedure called a femoral head ostectomy, where the head and neck of his femur were removed to alleviate the pain in his hip joint. Following surgery, the Muffin Man was sent to a loving foster home to heal and to get all of the love he could ever want.
The Second Chance program made sure that the Muffin Man got the care he needed. He received pain medication as soon as he got here to help alleviate any discomfort from that injury. And then he was able to get the surgery he needed to go on and live a long, normal life. So he was a lucky kitty that he adopted this person and that she knew where to come when he needed the care that we were able to give him.
Finally, after nearly 3 months in our care, this once severely injured cat was a healthy, happy boy who didn't show a single sign of the serious injury he had suffered. Thanks to donations to the Cleveland APL Second Chance program, this sweet boy is now in a happy home, getting lots of love from his new mom. When our humane agents came across 5-year-old Jack Russell Terrier mix Sheila May, they knew she could get the help she needed at the Cleveland APL. Preliminary veterinary exams showed that she was using her back legs only 25% of the time. The rest of the time, she would limp or drag her legs. Sheila May had filthy fur and was covered in fleas. She had pressure sores and road burn on her back. But despite her condition, Sheila May was a happy, friendly dog. Our amazing veterinary team immediately went to work to help Sheila May. X-rays show that she had an old fracture in her hip, but that didn't explain why she couldn't get around. She was started on a course of prednisone in hopes that her condition would improve. After 10 days, Sheila May was able to get up on her own. Even though her gait remained altered and stiff, our team was encouraged that they were on the right path towards improving this sweet girl's quality of life. Sheila May was sent to a neurological specialist who confirmed our team's suspicion that she had more going on than an old fracture. She was diagnosed with chronic back disease. A care plan was developed, and she was sent to the home of a loving APL foster care volunteer to put it into action and begin management of her condition. Once in her foster home, Sheila May began to stand while eating, and she chose to show how happy she was by rubbing her face and body along the carpet and requesting belly rubs. Not only was her body healing, but so was her spirit.
When it comes to the Second Chance program with Sheila May, it's not one big upfront cost that we were spending with her. It was a gradual trickle of money that went into her to do everything from try different medications, send her to a neurologist, have all the care that she needs to be able to gain the strength. With the time and the care, and then going to foster and just beating all of our expectations, she ended up doing really well. She has gotten past all of those old injuries, and she does have, a little wiggle in her walk that she's left with, but she's perfect the way she is.
Finally, after nearly 3 months in our care, Sheila May was ready to find a home to call her own. Although her condition would always require management, like non-slip surfaces and courses of medication, Sheila May's quality of life was good. All she needed now was a family that would love her unconditionally and understand her challenges. You probably have a good idea where this story's going. When the day came for her foster family to send in photos for her adoption profile, they decided they couldn't live without her. Sheila May was already home. Now Sheila May is the love of her family's lives. She gets around well and is particularly fond of watching squirrels. She has even attempted to run. But best of all, Sheila May got a second chance at the Cleveland APL that came complete with a new, loving, doting family that fills her days with cuddles. Welshly, a 4-month-old kitten, was found by a staff member one rainy morning after being abandoned at the front door of the Cleveland APL in a large tote. Our team immediately went to work assessing him and giving him the help he needed. Our admissions team noticed that he was not using his back legs and immediately sent him to our clinic for further assessment.
We took some x-rays of him and determined that his pelvis was dislocated, and okay, that's not a big deal. So then we took the rest of his x-rays and found all of his intestines were in his chest.
Who's this handsome boy?
He had experienced blunt force trauma, probably hit by a car. The fact that it didn't kill him is amazing. I don't know if someone found him or if it was their cat, but they knew where to come and they left him at the right place, and we were able to manage his pain, get him stabilized, and contact a specialty surgeon.
Even though Welshly couldn't walk and clearly was in a lot of pain, he had a sparkle in his eyes that made our team want to fight for him even more.
Oh, yummy.
Due to the severity of Welshly's injuries, our team was cautiously optimistic that he would make it. They made him comfortable and gave him everything he needed to fight.
Ooh, good job, buddy.
And fight he did. Thanks to donations to our Second Chance program, Welshly was able to get the surgery he needed to repair his diaphragmatic hernia. It was a very big surgery for such a small kitten, especially when they found out that Welshly's entire liver and small intestines were in his chest cavity. But Welshly proved that he had a fighting spirit and was determined to survive. Following his surgery, Welshly went to the loving home of an APL foster care volunteer, where he was able to heal and begin to live life as a normal kitten.
When Welshly went to foster, he had to have cage rest to recover from his broken pelvis and just rest to recover from this huge surgery that he underwent. And he had a big thing to recover from. His diaphragm had to be sewn back up. He had a really large incision, and he was a little fearful of humans. So his foster worked on so many things with him, and he did really, really well and went on to just look like the picture of health. You would never know anything's wrong with him.
After a month and a half in our care, Welshly was ready to find a loving home to call his own. And it truly didn't take long for this amazing guy to find his perfect family. Just one day after going up for adoption, Welshly was heading home to his new family and a lifetime of love.
Okay, tell me you did not get chills with that video. You know, without the Second Chance program, none of these animals would have had the wonderful lives that they all have now. It is so wonderful to see how their lives have changed. They are amazing examples of the Second Chance program in action and how you can help us make more second chances. The APL, of course, is fully committed to helping animals who come to us in need, but to help them, we need your help. So as we begin our live auction with my friend Carolyn Eisenhardt, please remember that the proceeds from tonight's event will directly support the Second Chance program and help animals like the Muffin Man, Sheila May, and Welshly. Carolyn, take it away.
Thank you, Monica. Well, welcome to the live auction part of this program. This year, these live auction items are live and they're virtual, and now we're virtually live. So let's go. They've been available all week, and thank you so much for everyone who's bid already. And this is going to be really exciting. This is your chance, though, to make your last bid and get one of these great items. So first up, we have the Key West house, which looks like it is at $5,400 already. That's amazing. So while I read this, go ahead and, put your bids in. We're gonna be refreshing constantly. My little friend Abby over here is gonna be refreshing. So this, our favorite item, every year, enjoy 7 days with 5 of your family members or friends in Key West, Florida. This house is located in the Casa Marina area of the Old Town. You can choose to sleep in the bedroom that Hemingway used to finish Farewell to Arms and shower outside underneath a bougainvillea and listen to the swaying palm trees while enjoying the sun. This is just a short walk to the galleries on Duval Street and the southernmost point of the continental United States, and 4 blocks to Higgs Beach, where the West Martello Tower is located. You have a year to use this, and you can agree upon the dates with the wonderful board member that donated this. So let's get started. We're at 5,400, and we're going to give a couple more refreshes on this. Now, a week in Key West is a lot of key lime pie. It's a lot of fun. We're still at 5,400. Let's give one more refresh on that. And I want to thank all of the bidders who have bid on this. And we'll go one more time, and then we're going to sell it. So this is your last chance to click. And we are sold at $5,400. $5,400. And I'm pretty sure, I think that's the most we've ever gotten, isn't it? That is the most we've ever gotten. So thank you so much. Everybody needs a vacation, and congratulations to you and your family and friends. Next, we have, and we've got it up to $2,500 already. This next year for the Cleveland Guardians is going to be historic, and you can throw out a first pitch at Progressive Field at a 2022 Cleveland Guardians game. You can donate this, you could buy this and give it to a friend, give it to your dad or your mom, whoever whoever loves to throw some balls around. This wonderful item includes 4 game tickets and a parking pass, and we know how important that is. So we are at $2,500 now. Let's see if we can get that up to $2,600. Now, this next year is going to be really exciting. I know that the Guardians are going to have all kinds of wonderful things planned every game, and it's going to be really special. Let's give that another refresh. So we were at $2,500, hoping for $2,600, still at $2,500. Let's give it one more quick refresh, and then we'll move on. And one more time. Fair warning, this is your time to click. $2,500, and let's sell that at $2,500. Great job. By the way, I'm making everybody clap here, just so you know. So next up, we have, this is a really good one. So the Goodyear blimp, we've had this once or twice before. We're at $5,000. Now the Goodyear blimp is really special because this is by invitation only. This isn't something you can just, go online and pick up somewhere. You can only get it at this event this year. And now you have your chance to win a ride for 2 on the Goodyear blimp. Now we've sold this again, I said once or twice before, and everyone, when they came back, they had such incredible stories. We're at 5,000, we're hoping for 5,100. So now is a good time to get in your last clicks, because you don't want to miss out on this, because we probably won't have this next year, and who knows how long it'll take to come back. 5,000, we're looking for 51. Let's give it one more refresh. Fair warning. Let's do another refresh. Let's see if we can get one more bid on that. And again, thank you to everybody that's bid this up to 5,000. And let's go. We are ready to sell it. Fair warning. And let's sell that at $5,000. Great job. All right. And now the pièce de résistance, the calendar cover for the 2023 calendar. Now, every year, if you've been lucky enough to come to our event each year, everyone gets to take home one of these. Well, this is really, really cool. So you will be able to have your pets or pet family on the cover of the 2023 cover. And in addition to just you get the cover, you get the inside. Here, let's bring this into camera here. The inside cover, plus you'll get to receive all of the photographs in your once-in-a-lifetime photo shoot with Amy Sansena, who is a Pulitzer Prize winning AP photographer. If we were at the live event, we'd have her come over and you could all tell her, she could start talking about the photo shoots and how much she loves them, but she really does get to spend some time with you and your pets. We're at 4,100, let's keep that going up. And again, you get to take home all of the photographs, and that would be, it's a lifetime of memories. And let's see, so we had dogs this year. Dogs do a lot. I think we've had a couple cats. We're up to 4,700. Keep bidding, 4,700. Let's keep bidding. Let's try to get this up over 5. let's look at 4,700. Now we're up to 5,000. Amazing, well done. Let's keep bidding. So this is really cool because actually a couple years ago, we had, other people can donate, submit their pictures to have it in the calendar, but there's nothing quite like having the cover. And I don't know about you, we're at $5,100, keep going. I don't know about you, but there isn't enough portrait mode in the world to make my pets look as good as Amy Sansetta can. Let's keep going. Let's see, we're at $5,100, looking for $5,200. And again, this is something you can only get today. This is something that is really important, and all this money goes to raising, all the money we're raising tonight goes to support the incredible work that they do here at the APL. So we're at $5,100. We're going to give it 2 more refreshes. So this is your fair warning, and you don't see what's going on over here, but I do. And $5,100. Let's see if we can get one more bid. Let's do one more refresh, and then we're going to sell it.
Wait, before you do that.
Yeah.
Don't let us drown.
Come on, keep bidding,
one
please.
More bid. Just
save us.
One more bid. $5,100. We're going to refresh one more time. So this is your ultimate fair warning. Fair warning at $5,100.
Keep bidding.
And we're going to sell it at $5,100. Thank you so much. Incredible job.
Wow, huge thanks to everybody who donated. Thank you so much, Carolyn. And now I would like to share with you the story of a very special dog who was helped by the Second Chance program. And I know you will fall in love with him. I guarantee it.
Crowler was only 3 months old when he arrived at the Cleveland APL. He had been hit by a car and was desperately in need of help. Our veterinary team determined that his left thigh bone had been shattered, but surprisingly, his vital organs were unharmed. Despite the seriousness of his injuries, Crowler was getting around using his 3 good legs and even wagging his tail when he saw our team. This sweet dog wanted to fight, and we were determined to help him do just that. When he was initially examined, our veterinary team thought they might be able to save Crowler's leg, so they scheduled him for a specialty surgery. But the night before his surgery, his injured leg began to swell. Crowler had to be rushed to a specialty clinic for emergency care. He had lost a lot of blood and was cold to the touch. Crowler was given medicine to help his blood clot and slow the bleeding. He also received blood transfusions. The emergency care Crowler received saved his life. Once again, he had proven that he was a fighter. The following day, Crowler was stable enough to be cleared for surgery. Unfortunately, during the surgery, it was determined that his injury was worse than we had thought, making it impossible to save his leg. The only option for Crowler was amputation.
Crowler had been hit by a car, very common injury, and we thought it was a straightforward fracture, a fracture of the femur, the main rear leg bone. No sooner had we settled in that Crowler started to get very sick and very weak, and it was determined that Crowler had a bleed going on that had to receive emergency specialty care. So Crowler was transferred to a specialty clinic and received blood transfusion and was stabilized, and it was determined that the leg couldn't be fixed. So that was rough, but the leg ended up being amputated. So Crowler went on to be a 3-legged dog, no worse for the wear, and has gone on to become a robust, big dog.
Despite all he went through, Crowler remained a very happy puppy. So much so that our team had no doubt that he would live his best life as a tripod dog. Crowler went to a loving foster home to heal, where he fit in perfectly with his foster sister Teacup. When it came time to find his forever home, his foster mom decided that life was better with 7 paws, and she made Crowler an official member of her family. He can't imagine a life better than the one he has now.
Crowler pretty much immediately made it known that he was kind of the jokester of the family. He was always trying to find different ways to get people to play with him, but he was also always challenging himself physically to show that he may only have 3 legs, but he can do everything that a 4-legged dog can do. Since the beginning, he's always kept up with his 4-legged sister. He's kept up with me, whether that be on runs or any other physical activities we're engaging him in. I honestly don't think that we could picture a family without him in it. He's kind of become the greeter of our home. Every time he comes over, he's the first to make sure that he welcomes them through our door. He's constantly trying to find people to play with. He's always trying to find different ways to entertain everybody. And he is kind of just what may sound cliche as the missing puzzle piece. But I think that the most unique thing that I can share about him is that shortly after we had officially adopted Crowler into our family, we brought home another foster assignment who also only had 3 legs, had recently come out of an amputation surgery. She was really struggling to use that back leg. Crowler immediately took her under his wing and showed her the ropes. He was pretty fearless in telling her that it was okay to use just those 3 legs. He was constantly challenging her to make sure that she was chasing after him, always trying to get her to play. He very quickly became all of our best friends, my other dog included, and without him, I think there would be a lot less light in the house that we share together.
He's a dog that really is classic use of the Second Chance program. So when Crowler arrived, he was in the state that when animals come, they're kind of in shock, but then their sweetness is shining through just a little bit, and that's how Crowler was. And you know, they have the will, the spirit, and the fight in them.
The Cleveland APL is kind of extraordinary in the fact that they make it pretty apparent that the second that an animal walks through that door, they're giving it every ounce of unconditional love they could offer. Every time we brought Crowler in for medical checkups, I watched the eyes of the staff members in passing light up. They all made sure that they stopped to say hello to him. And they made it pretty aware that they were offering him every bit of love that they could.
Donations to the Second Chance program gave Crowler the happy, healthy life he enjoys today. Now, you can see for yourself. Meet Crowler.
And everybody, you get to meet Crowler, and believe me, he is one happy dog. He was watching himself on TV too. And after everything he's been through medically, he is now a very happy, wonderful dog and has a wonderful life because of all the donations to our Second Chance program. And boy, can he run, and he's been just working this room, everybody. So our Fund and Need auction we're going to get to in just a moment, but I want to say hi to Paulina. And look, he is such an angel. And look, he's been wearing this hat the entire time, and he hasn't complained once, believe me. Is his personality like this all the time?
Yeah, pretty much. He's really known amongst all of our groups of friends and family to like steal the show almost immediately as you walk in the door. So he's pretty quick at making himself known in our room.
And you said it. He is the light. When he walked into this room, he definitely lit up everyone's faces, and he has just been a total angel. Look at the TV, Crowler.
Here.
Look at the TV. And yeah, he got a good look at himself, and he knows, like, I'm hot. That's what he said. He told me later, that he was so special. Paulina, thank you so much. And
thank you guys.
Thank you for being a foster failure. We love those.
I'm really bad.
We love those.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye, Crowler.
Bye, Crowler. You're a good boy. Have all the rest of the treats. There you go.
Oh, my
good
goodness.
boy. Good boy.
He's so sweet. Well, our Fund and Need auction, like the rest of this event, benefits the Second Chance program, and I beg you, please give generously, because this is where we really need your help. These animals survived, and now they have wonderful, loving homes because the Second Chance program exists, but it wouldn't exist, and it wouldn't exist without you. So please, be a hero. Carolyn?
All right, well, I'm back and I have the life jacket this time. So let's get started. Now, as we begin our Fund to Need auction, let's go, and this is a first, we've never gotten to do this before, so this is the, a real upside of being virtual this year. Let's go to APL's medical director, Dr. Allison Lash. She is actually in the ICU, just down the hallway from where we are right now, with an animal currently receiving care because of the Second Chance program. Dr. Lash, who are you with?
Hello, good evening. Ashley and I are with two babies. These puppies are 2 of 17 dogs that came to us from a house that was just in deplorable conditions. The dogs were fighting with each other, and then to top it off, there was this mom with this litter of puppies trying to raise them, and they luckily came here and they're doing wonderful, and these two are just briefly away from mom.
Yeah. So do we do a refresh again? Wow, thank you. Oh my gosh, those puppies are so cute.
And you gotta love the little puppy noises, little gerbil noises.
Can I take one home?
Not tonight.
Not tonight,
okay,
Fine.
Carolyn.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll be back. So when we got here earlier, I love a puppy. Oh my gosh. Or an old dog. I love old dogs too. When we got here earlier tonight, our Fund to Need was at just around $10,000. And then when we took a little break, we came back, it was at $15,000. And now you can see on the screen we are already at $28,855, which is incredible. So everyone at home, applaud for yourself. You're amazing. So first up, we're going to do, we're going to ask for $10,000 bids, donations. They're donations, so $10,000. And let's give that a couple of refreshes on the 10,000. And then we will, let's flip it to 7,500. Now it's so hard not seeing all your faces and actually being able to walk amongst you, but 7,500 is now the level that we're at. Let's give it a couple more refreshes. Abby. Oh, we're at 38,000, so there's a $10,000 one. I'm not supposed to applaud. You can applaud. It's at 10,000. That's incredible. So thank you. And that's another thing about this. If we go to a level and you're still thinking about the level before, you can just type in the level before. If we get down to 100, you can type 10,000. So now we're at 38,905, which is a great number. So we're on the 7,500. Let's take it down to the, we're at 38,905 still. Let's go down to 5,000.
And we have an anonymous donor who has made a gift at the $5,000 level.
That's incredible.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
So we can add that to the total.
That's great. We can see that on the screen now at $43,905. That's incredible. And we're just getting started.
I know.
And we're going to be here all night long. So while we go back to Dr. Lash, keep typing in numbers, keep making your donations, and we're up to $44,155. That's incredible. So right now, let's go back and we'll say back to Dr. Lash in the ICU to meet another one of our wonderful animals here.
Hello, this is my sweet friend Bacon. Bacon is a little put off by this, but Bacon, I wanted to tell you about Bacon. She is a very special cat. She was found by our humane officers as a stray. And it wasn't as simple as that. Once she got to us, we found out that she had feline AIDS, and she also, this past week, had to have all of her teeth extracted. But she will be totally fine, but we're able to do that in that dental suite that we saw in the video. So she spent a lot of time in there last week and got the care she needed, and now she'll be able to live her life normally. Folks are usually worried that cats won't be able to eat crunchy food if they have all their teeth extracted, but they can. Cats typically just swallow those little kibbles. So she is all set, she's recovering and doing well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lash. Oh, and Bacon is so cute. Can I take Bacon home?
Not tonight.
Okay, not tonight. All right.
She's going to keep trying.
I'm going to keep trying. So we are now at the $2,500 level, and we're at $44,255, and Sharon has an announcement.
And we also have an anonymous donor who's made a gift at the $2,500 level, so we can add that to the total. And everyone, please know, these surgeries that we've talked to you about, the animals in the videos, $2,500 might be enough to cover one of those surgeries. $5,000 some of these surgeries are now costing. That's the level of care we're providing to these animals. We need your donations.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's, you know, the work that they do here every single day. You know, they don't really get a day off at the APL is incredible. So we're still at $45,255. Thank you. So let's shift it down to the $1,500 level. And again, you can still give $2,500 if you want, or you can still give $5,000 if you want. So we're at 45. This is a hard, 48. Thank you for going over that because it would have been way too hard to say. $48,055. Amazing. Everyone, air applause. It's so great. Yes, yes. $48,055 and that $1,500, every single donation makes a difference. Let's see, let's take it down to 1,000 now. Yes, yeah, let's get it up to 50. Yeah. So before we go back to Dr. Lash, otherwise she's not going to talk to us again. So 48,055, let's get a couple, 53,055, that's amazing. Well done, 54,055, excellent. So you guys are so generous. 54,805. And let's you know what, let's go back to Dr. Lash. And again, keep bidding, keep typing in your donations. Dr. Lash, who can we meet now that I'm not allowed to take home?
Yes, this sweet girl is Patches. She was found as a stray by a Good Samaritan, and she had large wounds on her side. We don't know where they came from, but she's here, she's under treatment, and she's recovering. And she's just one of the many that we're helping out. This evening, even before we started Furball, a kitten was found in a sewer. And the fire department actually had to gently flush the kitten out and into a net. And that kitten was brought in, tested, vaccinated, cleaned up, and is already in a loving foster home.
Wow, amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, round of applause for Dr. Lash's team.
That's a day at the APL.
Can I take
and
the kitty?
No. But I love that you really want to. Thank you. But really, people ask us what a typical day is here, and there is no typical day, and that's an example of why. And your donations allow us to help all of these animals.
So let's go to the $750 level. So we are at, just in that last break, I think we got another 1,000 in. So we are at 55,805, which is incredible. Let's give a couple more refreshes at the 750 level. Let's see if we can get that up. 58,305, thank you. Thank you. Every dollar makes a difference. 58,305, let's go to the $500 level now. Let's get a couple in at 500, and again, you can still do 7,500 if you want. 58,305. And let's go to 250. So 250, let's try and get this up to 60 before we go back to Dr. Lash. 58,305. And let's go back to Dr. Lash now. So thank you once again, Dr. Lash. Who can we meet?
Hi, I have Ruth. I might show you two animals. We'll see how much time we have. This sweet old girl is Ruth. She is very special to me. She's been with us a while. She came to us and she weighed well under 6 pounds, and she was diagnosed with a condition called Giardia, and we've treated that, and she weighs almost 8 pounds now, and she's just a wonderful old girl. And I wanted to show you, if you have a moment, to show you this sweet puppy named Viv.
Yes,
just
puppies.
1 second. Well, it's not a puppy, it's actually a dog, but I call them all puppies. Okay, this sweet dog is Viv. It's okay. Hey, you're all right. You're all right. This is Viv. Look how cute Viv is. So Viv came from a home where she was abandoned with cats and birds, and folks didn't know they were in there. But someone notified our humane officers, and they went out and rescued the whole family, and now they're here and getting the care they need. Viv's gonna have to go on a little bit of a diet, but other than that, she seems to be in good health.
So Viv gets along with everybody. That's great.
Yes.
I love it. All right, and I'm not gonna ask, that's okay.
No.
Now,
Not yet.
we were at 58, in that last moment, we went from 58 to 59,205. It's incredible. Thank you for everybody who donated when we have Viv on the screen. Viv is adorable, and Viv will get to go home with someone soon. So we're at the $100 level now. So let's move that to 100. And so again, you can bid 100, you can bid 500. You can go to back up to 75. So we're at 59,205 at the $100 level. Let's get to 60. So one of the things, tell us something, you know, one of the stories that we didn't hear about tonight that you could share with, you know, without being too sad.
Yeah, well, and I'll share the story of I adopted 2 little dogs from here, and I think both of them are so indicative of the work being done. Benny came in with parvovirus, which is one of those infectious diseases that we used to never treat in the shelter. But because we have this incredible team and the proper spaces, Benny, a little 7-week-old puppy with a terrible prognosis, was saved. Oliver came in from another shelter with a badly fractured femur. Because of donations, he was able to go and get the treatment and the surgery he needed to save his leg and have a terrific quality of life. So please, I think Dr. Lash showed an excellent example of an animal whose care wasn't that expensive, just needed a chance. So it goes from everything from those cases right up to surgeries that are several $1,000s. Thank you so much for believing in us and this work.
And thank you in that time, 59,855. We were so close to 60,000. And we're also so close to 75,000, which was our goal for tonight. So let's move it to 50. But again, keep putting in those hundreds and $1,500 and $5,000 ones. We're at 59,855, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's move it to 25. And just because we're moving it to 25 doesn't mean we're done. Now, if you, 59,905, incredible. Oh, we're so close. If you bid on something, if you won something at the virtual silent auction, you can add an additional donation for Fund Need, which will go to our totals and of course go to these incredible animals. Also, if you didn't get anything in the silent auction and you've got some, you know, money on the table, so to speak, you can, after we're done, you can continue to donate to the Fund in Need all weekend long. So when you get up tomorrow morning and you're having a nice breakfast, log on and donate. So we're at 59,905. 60,000, yes! Incredible. Now we're still short of the 75,000, but you can make a difference there. So it's 60,030, thank you. $25 makes a difference. So let's see if we could refresh a couple more times. And $60,200. This is incredible. So you can keep going, right? We can keep
going.
You can
Absolutely.
keep going as long as you want.
Yep.
And I really want to thank everyone who's donated already, and I want to thank everyone who's watching who hasn't donated yet, because you still can. 60,200. We're so close to our goal of 75,000, and you can make a difference on that. I want to send thanks to Dr. Allison Lash, who was actually working tonight in the ICU and took time out to let us meet some of those great animals. And of course, Sharon. It was amazing. Please remember, you can continue to give. We're at 60,450, and it's almost time for the raffle. And we will see you next year, and hopefully we'll all be in person. And a big round of applause for all of our bidders. And take it away, Monica.
You know how hard this is for somebody to be doing an auction and no one is in the room except our crew, who is amazing, by the way. And so what we would love for you to do is, you have a link that was texted to you. There's a link in the chat. This is the time you call your friends and you say, hey, give me $25 for the APL, you know, and or don't go out tonight or tomorrow night. I know that's horrible to say to people, but don't. And then just take the money you were going to spend and send it to something, because if you love animals like I do, you know you can make a difference because we're showing them to you. So thanks to all of you, though, for your incredible support. The APL and the animals it serves are so lucky to have such compassionate, generous friends. And I'm really hoping before we're done this evening that we can hit that $75,000. So that's why I'm telling you, call your friends, call your mom, call your dad, ask them for money. Anyway, now is the time, though, for all of you who entered the raffle. We're going to pull the winning raffle ticket for the Booze Cruise and the Holiday Cheer Wine Lovers Basket raffles. Now, remember, the winners must be present virtually to win. So if you stepped away from your computer or your TV or however you're watching this, keep in mind you better jump back because you're going to have to let us know. Okay, so the Booze Cruise raffle, Abby just picked the number, and it's bidder number 1375. Number 1375, that's the bidder number. So winner, please acknowledge yourself in the chat. That's all you need to do. Acknowledge yourself in the chat. All right, and the next one, Abby just picked this one, the Holiday Cheer Wine Lovers Raffle. That's going to bidder number 1157. 1157, you just won the Holiday Cheer Wine Lovers Basket. All right, let me ask the crew over here. Did we hear from these folks yet? Yeah. No? Uh-oh, what does that mean? Yay! Okay, who did we hear from? Both of them. Oh, you guys are lucky because we would have pulled another number. And I know Sharon really wanted both of them, and I did too. So, all right, congratulations. Good for you. You know.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Hey, if you haven't done so already, like we've said, you can still make a donation to the Fund in Need. All you need to do is visit the link that's pinned in the chat or follow the link that was texted to you. Thank you so much. Sharon, I'm going to let you take it.
Thank you, Monica. Everyone, tonight you've made a difference in the lives of homeless animals that really matters. And for that, I truly am deeply and personally grateful. Your generosity is meaningful every single year, but during a time when people continue to face their own personal hardships and financial uncertainty, it's really beyond meaningful. I'm truly overwhelmed by your compassion and your passion for helping animals. Your incredible support and belief in our mission speaks to the progress we've made to give animals the place they deserve in our society, in our communities, in our hearts, in our homes. They're members of our families. They matter. And they deserve kindness, love, and a home, whether or not they're perfectly healthy or what I like to call our little scratch and dents. Thank you for making their second chances possible and for joining us virtually tonight. As a special treat this year, we'd like to invite you to hop on board our special group session immediately following our program to have a live chat with Dr. Lash, Monica, Carolyn, and myself. You can ask us anything. I can't promise we're going to answer everything, but you sure can ask.
And thank you again for joining us this evening and for all of your generosity. Good night, and whether in person or virtually, we're already looking forward to seeing you next year. I can't wait because it's been 3 years since I've seen any of you. So please, if you'd like to join the group session, we would love to chat with you. And please keep donating, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Closing down when the pandemic began that, oh, we're not going to have any work, but it was just the opposite. People needed us more than ever.
Yeah. All right. Oh, look, we've got questions. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's see. Mallory says, how do we know who won the raffle baskets? We picked the numbers.
Carbon, put it in the chat.
Oh, they were
That's
both.
Already
they
done.
were both informed. Yeah. Okay. All right. Carol says, hi, I just want to say I'm honored to be a volunteer, and we are so thrilled you are. Thank you. All right, let's see. Who else? Go
Catherine
ahead.
says, great event, Friends of Cleveland APL. Thank you for sharing this event virtually and creating blessings for animal fur babies and inspiration well beyond your geography. Bravo.
Aw,
thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, and Gautam says, fantastic job to all the volunteers, organizers, friends, and supporters. You have no idea. That means so much to everybody here. They've worked so hard for this. Oh, Dr. Lash.
Oh, boy.
We have a question for Dr. Lash. How many spay-neuter surgeries have you performed at the APL? Can you count them all?
Wow.
No. So we're lucky. I am part of a large team, and we have a team of 3 full-time vets and a part-time vet that perform the surgeries. And then in addition to that, we have the folks that keep the surgery rooms going, our RVTs, our registered veterinary technicians, and our clinic associates. So we have full teams in 2 surgery rooms that make this happen. And each year, we get in about,
10,000 surgeries a year as a department, and those are just typically sterilization surgeries. And it's a lot, but it is a well-oiled machine and folks back there that really know what they're doing.
I like this question. Dr. Lash, what are some of the other types of animals you've had the honor of treating?
That's funny, yeah.
I
That's
saw
a good question.
a beautiful, and I'm not, is it a cockatiel that's back there?
Oh, cockatoo back
A
there.
cockatoo,
There's
yeah.
a cockatiel and a cockatoo
Oh,
back
wow.
there right now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you can't even hear them way up here.
I'm supposed to be a pirate. I thought he'd look really cool on my shoulder, but.
Well, so we get a lot of different animals. I think when I came here, that was one of the coolest things is I just kind of fancied myself a cat and a dog vet. And I mean, in school we get all the training we need, but you come here and there's chickens coming in all the time. There's livestock of various sorts, goats, there's fancy alligators, there's fancy birds, there's tortoises and turtles, fish most recently. And there's
Two
just
prairie
always something.
dogs.
Oh, 2 prairie dogs. I mean, you can't even begin to imagine what comes through these doors. And I think aside from, so the most we get is cats, then dogs, then rabbits, then I think chickens come in next, if my memory is serving me correctly. It's not the way you would expect it to go.
And people don't surrender chickens to us. Those are generally part of our animal cruelty investigations, where we find large numbers of chickens and other farm animals not being housed properly and receiving proper care.
I love this question from Catherine. She says, if you could have 3 wishes to help your rescue, what would they be? People, process, or technology? Ooh. All of them. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess.
I mean, truly, because we cannot take care of these animals without very talented, passionate, compassionate people. The needs of the animals have grown so much to the point that technology not only helps us with providing that care, but it also helps us to communicate that need and to reach out to the community and let people know what's going on inside the walls of this building. So, all of it.
All right, Carolyn, I'm throwing this one at you. Kathleen wants to know, what kind of pets do you have at home?
Oh no, well right now I am fur babyless.
Oh no, that's why
Hence
she wanted
my-
everything.
Okay, we'll let you have somebody.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
she's not leaving here tonight without
I have enough room in the car for several. We can go and turn all the lights
Oh
back
my
on.
goodness,
Yeah.
foster failure right here.
I love to be a foster failure.
Nutshell.
I would be a foster failure. I mean,
That's
That's
me
just-
in a
yeah.
nutshell.
yeah.
Dr. Lash, what do you have at home?
Is this a test? This could get me in trouble. I currently have 6 cats. Wow. 2 have really bad heart conditions, so I took them home because, we don't really know what to expect with them. I have 4 chickens. I have fish, and a guinea pig, and bees. So I have a little bit of everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
my friend texted me. She wants to know how many cats, because she has, I'm not going to say how many she has, but how many cats do you have to be a cat lady?
Oh my gosh, I feel like our conversations were bugged tonight. We were talking about what the threshold is for crazy cat lady and then hoarder, and I'm not sure what the thresholds are. I consider myself completely sane, and I have 6, so that's okay.
So then, the way I look at it, every time she gets another one, I always tell her, well, you need one more before.
What's one more?
Yeah, what's one more? You're not a crazy cat lady until you have another one. I have Fergus, the Great Pyrenees, and I still have Mojo, my little rescue fuzzy orange ball of hate cat that we rescued him out of a drain pipe in Lorraine. And he is now 13 years old. We've had him since he was an itty bitty little kitten. And I too am looking for another one. Deke, do you hear me? Yeah, I might come home with something too. Just warning him. And you have 2
And
little
I
babies.
have 2 dogs at home, and then I have a cat here at the APL who lives in the administrative offices, and his name is Ozzy. We're Ozzy and Sharon, and get it? and he has a personnel file. I think he's a perfect, absolutely lovely cat, but there's some people that maybe he traps in their offices periodically, like our director of HR.
Oh no.
Smart cat, smart kitty. All right, Amy Sanzetta, she's our photographer who's going to take amazing pictures for the calendar. Wonderful program tonight, remarkable work you all do, and a big thank you to whoever was the high bidder for next year's calendar cover. I look forward to working with you, and whoever was that bidder, you are so lucky. She does amazing, amazing work.
And,
all right.
And is it a cat this year?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Two cats.
First time?
It's been a long time since we've had cats on the cover.
Finally, all right. Okay, let's see. Dr. Lash or Sharon, what does the new clinic allow you to do that you couldn't do before?
That's a great question.
Take it away.
Yeah, our evolution over the years has been a gradual increase in new procedures. And I think the main thing it's allowing us to do that we couldn't do before is have more people. And that's probably a strange answer, but what that does is it allows us to treat more animals. So we can now have someone in the dental area doing a dental procedure. We could have 2 surgeons in each surgery room, and we could be in another room doing x-rays. Whereas before, a lot of that space was shared. So you had to orchestrate it very carefully, and it really put a cap on what we were able to do. The surgeries that we're able to do, they seem to grow every year. We not only do the routine spays and neuters, we remove tumors, cancerous tumors, we fix a lot of hernias, do some minor orthopedics in-house, and it just keeps growing every year.
Wow.
And I think on top of that, there are support spaces in the building that have, as we mentioned earlier, that are allowing us to treat more infectious disease that also supports the level of care the clinic is able to provide. But additionally, we have 3 new exam rooms, which right now aren't as actively used as they're going to be, but that's going to be a part of the size of our clinic, is that it's not just going to be serving our shelter animals anymore. It's also going to be serving animals from the community whose owners have been unable to access veterinary care for financial reasons. And we were unable to even think about doing that in the old facility.
What I love is the play space. That's where we are right now. We're in the play area for, I guess, dogs, right? Just dogs. And, you know, it has that special floor that if they leave presents behind, it's easily cleaned. And then there's the catio on the other side, which is unbelievably amazing because the cats, if they want to, they can go outside, and they planted landscaping that attracts birds and butterflies and all the things that kitties love. And the funniest thing is, since most of these cats came from outside, they have no interest in going back out there. So they're all snuggled up in their little towers of power, and they're just, and the cat wheel too. I know Mojo's like, why don't I have one of those, Mom? So yeah, that's amazing.
And those catios are safely screened in, by the way. So when the cats go outside, they're not just going outside. Areas around the shelter that we were not able to show you tonight include renovated animal housing that's larger and more enriched, and we've added natural light wherever we could in animal housing spaces. We've added small things like soft close latches on our cages for cats that keep their stress levels down because they don't like noisy metallic clanking all around them. We've added an actual grooming room, which used to be, we just had a tub in the middle of a room that was used for 6 other things previously. So the list goes on and on about what we will be able to do in this facility as soon as construction will be done in 2 months, that we were unable to do before. And we're very grateful to the community for the support.
I love this. Dr. Lash, the blood fusions you have done recently to help several kittens was amazing. That's from April.
Yeah, it's cool. And like Sharon said, we have space to do things that we haven't been able to do before. We have that ICU where, for example, if we do a blood transfusion, we have that space. We can watch them. We can provide the supportive care. And it's cool. We have a great team, a great medical team, and we've done different types of transfusions now, collaborating internally with a couple vets. So it's cool. We have different ideas that we share, and we're able to, a lot of these cats that come to us that need transfusions come to us because they're flea anemic. They've been infested with fleas, and it's so bad that they have gotten their blood cells to precarious levels.
Oh, wow. So I love Catherine's post. Kathleen needs to foster. Yes, she does. Yes, come on down. Come on down. And then Catherine says, our family loves polydactyl kitties. Do you have any poly kitties available for adoption?
Not that I know of, but I do notice when they come in because everyone makes a fuss over them because they're so cute.
Okay, forgive me, but what is a polydactyl?
Extra.
Oh, they got the
Extra.
Yeah. Oh, they've got the, yeah.
They got big mitts.
Oh my gosh, all right. Jennifer, let's see. Thank you for the great program and all the work you do. I'm happy for the virtual format that
wow.
Great. She's in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Thank you. And Lou Dog says, thank you for all your answers. And a follow-up question, Sharon, what is the APL's vision for the future? Wow, you're still unleashing the dream.
Yeah, we are, and I think there is a new vision for the future of animal welfare. Animal sheltering is changing dramatically, as is evidenced by the attention that we've put into the design of the living spaces. We're no longer shelters, we're animal resource centers. And what we need to do is to provide the best level of care now for animals who come to us and have longer stays. Gone are the days of little cages and just, trying to bring animals in as quickly as possible who needed help, and sometimes having many of them honestly not going back out alive. Now, because we're providing this level of care, we also have to have spaces that support their needs while they're with us, both their mental and physical needs. We're kind of flipping the whole thing on upside down, because in the past, people have looked to shelters as the first place to go when you can't keep your pet. We now want to be the last place that people are turning. We want to make sure that people are able to keep their pets. We're trying to keep as many pets in homes as possible, and we're trying to help people, if they cannot keep a pet, place that pet themselves and keep them out of a cage in a stressful shelter, so that we can continue to focus on the animals who truly don't have other options and really need to be coming into us. Now, that doesn't mean we're turning animals away and we're not going to help those other animals, but I think our vision is truly that we are a resource center for the community, and that we are doing everything we can to keep families together, to keep animals out of shelter, and to be here for those animals that truly have nowhere else to go.
And our last statement, I guess, is from Catherine. She wants to remind us that polys are brilliant too, so I have no doubt. All right, I think that's it for all of our questions. Thank you all so much. Don't forget, you can continue to donate. We need all the help we can get to save all the fur babies out there. And if you want to be a foster, please come on down. They can use all the help they can get there too. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for Furball. We hope to see you in person next fall. Have a great night.